How's everyone doing? Just wanted to check in with the Discord people, and I actually wanted to start off with playing this book that I'll try to put in the chat that really helps me, called 10 Basic Principles to Live By. Let's see if I can find it here, and if it'll play. Everybody on YouTube. Let's see. What up, Ludwig? Wolf is so cute in Hawaii. Yeah, he really is. I've been able to see a lot of that coming in because they edit here, John and Evan. So I get to see it kind of beforehand. How's the audio on YouTube? Is it a little too loud or too good? Is it good? 10 basic rules. Copy.
10 Basic Rules for Better Living by Manly P. Hall. Read by Adam Hannon.
So I'm just going to listen
Originally
to the first
published
chapter
in
and then kind of talk to you guys
1953,
about it.
this
is
presentation is authorized under license by the Philosophical Research Society for the purpose of research, study, and discussion. 10 Basic Rules for Better Living. Since our civilization has moved on to an intensive industrial level, our psychology of living has been subjected to a variety of pressures unknown to our ancestors. As a result, we need a basic statement of principles suitable to present-day conditions. May we take this opportunity, therefore, to recommend 10 basic rules for better living. If you will inscribe these suggestions deeply and firmly upon the tablets of your memory, life will be easier and more purposeful. 1. Stop worrying. The popular idea that a worrier is a thoughtful and conscientious citizen is false. The Egyptians realized this when they included worry among the cardinal sins. Do not confuse thoughtfulness and worry. The thoughtful person plans solutions, but the worrier merely dissolves in his own doubt. If you think straight, you will have less cause for worrying. The worrier not only suffers the same disaster many times, but undermines his health and annoys all others with whom he comes into contact. There are many things in this world that require thoughtful consideration, but there is really nothing to fear but fear. 2. Stop trying to dominate and possess your friends and relatives. Each of us likes to feel that he is running his own life. The moment we recognize the rights of others to seek life, liberty, and happiness according to their own dreams, hopes, and aspirations, we begin to conserve our own resources. It is very debilitating to give advice which is ignored or rejected, and equally disappointing to attempt to possess and dominate persons who immediately resent and combat our dictatorial tendencies. We are hurt when they do not see things our way. If we save advice for ourselves and those who seek it from us, and who are therefore grateful, all concerned will be the better. 3. Moderate ambition. There is a tendency to overlook natural and simple blessings while we plunge on toward distant goals. Each individual has certain capacities. If he can recognize his own abilities and work with them, he can attain personal security. If, however, he is constantly seeking that which is not reasonably attainable, he can never know happiness or contentment. The wise man observes the disastrous results of uncontrollable ambitions and chooses moderation. It is not necessary to be famous in order to be happy, nor must one be the leading citizen in the community in order to gratify one's social instinct. The ambitious usually pay too much for what they get and are the more miserable after they get it.
So I basically wanted to play this first chapter here. So I didn't want to let you guys hear all the 10 rules, but this is the first rule, rule number 1, and then we'll talk after.
Rule 1. We will discuss briefly the first of our 10 rules for better living. Our theme is, therefore, to stop worrying. It is evident that merely to tell a person to correct a long-established habit is not likely to produce any permanent result. Actually, the worrier must enlarge his understanding of life in order to take a positive and constructive attitude while under the pressure of some unhappy circumstance. Worry is a sign that we need to make a rather careful examination of ourselves. There are many problems which require thoughtful consideration, but none that can be improved by worry. With some people, worry is regarded as a proper attitude when in the presence of an emergency. It seems to indicate that we are deeply moved and willing to accept the burden of living with all its most distressing implications. Not to worry when others are worrying, in fact, not to outworry all others, would imply that we are superficial and indifferent to the misfortunes of our kind. Here is an important instance where conformity with prevailing practices is destructive and purposeless. The worrier, if he has become an expert, has the ability to experience the same unpleasant situation many times. As a result of anticipating the worst and repeating this anticipation, the mind becomes overwhelmed by the magnitude of a problem, which in fact may be of no great consequence. The wear and tear upon disposition reacts on health and even extends into our social and business relationships. The worrier may be respected for his extreme anxiety, but he will not be popular in his home, among friends, or at his place of business. Worry is contagious, and our example reminds our associates of their own troubles, and an atmosphere of gloom is quickly generated. The best solution to a potential worrier is a frontal attack upon the cause. All resources should be conserved, and above all, there should not be unnecessary delay. The longer we linger on the verge of a painful situation, the more painful it becomes. The very process of worrying works a hardship upon our mental resources. There is very little room for positive thinking in a mind that is already filled with fears, doubts, and uncertainties. If the day comes when we must meet the emergency, we are at least ready if we have not exhausted our optimism and undermined our courage. If worrying about things in general is unwise, worrying about ourselves in particular is still more foolish. It is very easy to drift toward hypochondria, which is a morbid anxiety about ourselves, our health, and our adjustments with society. Worry always increases fear, and fear, in turn, impairs judgment and discourages prompt and practical action. It has been observed that those with few problems are often the greater worriers. When we are confronted with a major crisis, we usually instinctively rise to the occasion. We face tragedy much better than trivial inconveniences. An old Greek philosopher in a pensive mood was once asked what he had on his mind. "I am worrying," he replied. An acquaintance asked, "Why do you worry?" The old scholar soberly answered, "I am very worried by the thought that worrying does no good." This, in substance, is the vicious circle which ultimately afflicts all worriers. The best antidotes for worry are a deep and abiding faith in the benevolence of Providence, the wisdom to solve problems in a natural and simple way, and the courage to be true to principles under adversity. It has been said that the height of wisdom for man is that he shall know what to do next, and the height of courage is the strength to do that which should be done. If we are unable to accomplish this integrity within ourselves, we should realize that future happiness and security must be attained through the re-education of our habits and attitudes. If we want to be happy, we should take some time we are now devoting to less important projects and build within ourselves resources which can ensure a fuller and better life. May we conclude that in this case a word to the wise should be sufficient. Think straight and live straight. Rule 2. When it comes to number 2 of our rule,
Okay, so basically, this book is by one of my favorite people ever. His name is Manly P. Hall. I kind of deep dove into him while I was first getting sober in California, and his library really spoke to me. And it's a special, very special library in California, and I've been to a lot of libraries, but there's one, Edgar Casey's library in the East Coast, and that one in particular, I think combined have probably the best selection other than the Vatican's library. And this same guy, Manly P. Hall, wrote this book in 1953, long time ago, about these 10 basic rules and for a better life. And I found that they kind of point back to the steps and to a lot of Jesus's teachings, and are pretty. I mean, he writes pretty bluntly and pretty easy to understand. So I just want to check in with YouTube and the Discord here, because I know Pat has been out of town, and if anybody has any questions or wants to come up and speak about worry or the reading, they can. You gotta raise your hand if you want to, though. What is YouTube saying? There's somebody looking for the what's it called? The Graceland number. It's on the website, guys. And the number's on there. Proverbs 14:12. Let's look at that one up. That's probably a good one too. King James. Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Huh, interesting. I have to read that full chapter. What's coming before or after that? And, let's just start at the beginning. Every wise woman birdeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in the uprighteous feareth the Lord, but he that is persevere in the ways diminish him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. There is no oxen are, the crib is clean, but much incense is by the strength of the ox. A faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. A scorn seeketh wisdom, and and findeth not, but the knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Go from the presence of the foolish man when thou purposest not to help, not to let him the lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand this way, but the folly is the fools in deceit. Fools make a mock of sin, but among the righteous there is favor. Nice. It's pretty good. No one really wants to talk on Discord. And anyone want to share about their day or what's going on with them? Maybe I'll put this PDF in the general section here. The mods are ruined Discord, real talk. What do you mean? What up, Tut Tut? You wanna come up and talk? Do I understand real talk? You sound kind of confused, man. I didn't see anything about that. Jack, they're probably goes to voicemail and then they're gonna call you back. There's 3 people that have that number that's on the Graceland site, so just hold tight. Don't worry. Make sure you give them accurate information. All right, I'll put an announcement on there right now. Real talk for the mods to be gentle. Mods, please be gentle. What's the best word? Soft-ish on people. Please. How do I deal with alcohol? I'm 25 and about to be 26. Join the Discord and, I put some prayers in there that are really helpful. AA prayer sheet. And, I think a lot of the guys I sponsor, I try to tell them that they need to form a relationship with a higher power pretty early as they can. Um, uh, I don't know. Maybe she's just talking about how she feels. Everyone is responsible for their own actions. I agree with that. But in the end, your higher power is going to be taking care of all of your actions pretty much. What up, Tut Tut? I like her profile picture. Reminds me of like that movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something, that kind of era with the yellow and the sunglass or the glasses on and everything. Sheila K, how you doing? Sheila K, your picture looks like you could be related to one of my friends. Cotton Candy, what up? What up? Fox Machina. Anybody want to talk? They can come up. Just raise your hand. Your baby is squeaking? Dang. That's pretty wild. Tut Tut, I can't hear you, man. Viking woman, I'm pretty good. I just wanted to really just kind of come on and be of service, and I know some people really rely on these lives and see how YouTube was doing and see how see the Discord was doing, and read some of that book, that Manly P. Hall book, and then somebody mentioned that maybe it was based off this Proverbs 14, so I started reading that. I built this, almost finished this cabinet for the entryway of the house here. It's taken me about a little more than a week, maybe a week and a half to like get completely finished. Oh wow, Proverbs 28. Maybe I should just read the whole Proverbs backwards. I've read it before, but Proverbs is one of those ones. It's like a multi-tool. You know, you might not see you might not know that there's like a special tool inside the screwdriver piece, or you might not know you really need the saw, or you might not know that there's a level inside the Swiss Army knife. It's very a Swiss Army knife book. Pocket Cat, thanks. Did you guys see the new Alien movie? Before Pat left, me and Blue and Pat went to a matinee and we watched the new Alien. It was really good. It gave me a lot of Stanley Kubrick 2001 Space Odyssey vibe and early Blade Runner vibe. It was really good. But if nobody wants to share or check in, then I will shut it down in about 5 minutes. What up, Melissa Davis? How's it going? I'm just kind of checking in with the community on Discord, seeing if anyone wanted a platform to talk or share or had any concerns. I've been checking in with people. We got 20 more people to go to hey, what's up, Wayne? 20 more people to go to 1,000. I'd like to get it to 1,000 by the time the weekends are through, or at least Friday. Johnny, I hope he's down the road at another facility or at the gym. Maybe I should give him a call tomorrow and see how he's doing. Melissa, I am doing good. Hey man, William, good to see you, and thank you. I appreciate it. Pat is dope as hell. Yeah. Where's Blue? Blue is Graceland. I think that he's supposed to be streaming on Graceland TikTok. I hope he is, because I had to duct tape my iPad over here. Can't even see my face when I'm streaming on YouTube because I have the duct tape over it to hold it in place because he took the other phone. Folks, Makia, self-esteem is at an all-time low. Not sharing for me today. Oh, it's okay. My self-esteem has been really low pretty much my whole life until I got honest with myself and with other people. So don't worry, it comes. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I think that the biggest thing that gives me a self-esteem is creating stuff. Doesn't matter really what it is, but I just enjoy the act of creation, and being able to share that gives me self-esteem. Also doing esteemable acts for other people. So the more you can help others and kind of be present for people, I think that really does improve your self-esteem too. And gratitude sheets, like writing down your gratitude, that gives me self-esteem. But I also, anybody wanted to chat on YouTube or on the Discord about worry, because that's kind of what the reading was on, is kind of rule number 1, don't worry. And I think that worrying can be like, it is pretty much the biggest bummer, the biggest life sucker out of everything there is. And there sure is a lot, that you could potentially worry about these days with, all these current events and technology advancing the way it is. But I think that the more we communicate with other people and show love, that those worries will just go away. Tut, we still can't hear you, buddy. Yeah. Maybe, let me try. How about now?
Hello?
Hi, Tut.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
How's your day coming?
What's up? Oh, man. Just chilling on my swing outside.
Yeah. What?
Listening to you guys.
What?
You guys help me a lot.
What?
For real.
No problem. What part of the country are you in? Or part of the world?
I'm in Illinois.
Illinois, huh? I've never been there, but one of my best friends was from Chicago.
Little Midwest.
Yeah, is it pretty cold there or no? Nice.
It's about 60 right now. 63, 62, something like that.
That's what's up. I woke up today in California and I was like, it finally feels like fall. I could feel it for some
Yeah,
reason. Like,
I feel that, dude.
yeah, finally, because I was getting really hot the last 2 weeks, dude. It was like 101 degrees. And I'm from Virginia where I love the fall. Like, basically from September to like pretty much the end of October is my favorite weather in on the East Coast because it's just like you can hoodie and be fine. But in California,
Yeah.
it starts like September, pretty much. Dude, it goes September the whole way through Christmas, January, February, March, April, all of that. It's all the perfect weather until then. So that's my favorite
That's what's up.
about living in California for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a
No,
little
yeah.
cold.
I'm with you, man. I love the fall. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. It gets actually quite cold. Like they have these mountains kind of where Graceland is, and it's like it's like a mountain, and so sometimes it gets cold up there, which is kind of weird. It'll be
It's very dry at the same time. It's a weird feeling walking outside. You feel like you're breathing in water, but also it's super dry at the same time. It's just a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it.
yeah. Um. So what brought you into Discord?
Um, a group of people who understand what is happening and what is going on, and it feels good to actually listen to people who I can relate to, I guess.
So yeah,
And that's
more like
really about
a
it.
community.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a good start. We wanted to build a strong community here, but it's hard, you know, especially
I know.
with like how big it is and how different people have opinions and modding and all of that stuff, dude. It's like I have to figure out. I don't have to figure it out. I have to ask God to help me figure out or guide me to figure out what the best thing we could do to build on here is. And like right now,
Well,
like
honestly, what you played earlier was pretty awesome. I listened to the whole thing and I enjoyed it all.
well, maybe on Wednesdays I'll just do a show from like 9 to 10, or like, and we can just go over this book. You know, like next week we'll go to the next chapter. I think is pretty good. I think it's on what is the next chapter? Rule number 2 is, let's see. I like if you if you go to the link that I sent, they have like the old school book because this book's very 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 rare and out of print, obviously, 1953, but they scanned the whole book so you can read along, you know, with the book. Rule number 2 is stop trying to dominate and possess your friends and relatives. That's a pretty good one. I feel like a lot of people that they do that subconsciously, you know, or consciously, but I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people that per se would like think that they're doing what like really good things for their family, you know, maybe taking care of them financially or trying to bring them to a spiritual thing or push them into going into college or maybe really harping on the fact that they don't like their son or daughter's potential partner. And really, I think the more that I understand this book, and especially this next step coming up or this next rule is, you shouldn't really care. You know, you should like it, you know, you care for your family's safety, obviously. But ultimately it's up to them to kind of do their own thing. Like you should just be the blessing in their life. you know? And
Right.
I think that
100%
that would
agree.
help a lot of people, with relationships. Like, think about all the dysfunctioning families that their whole basis is just about control or a different idea, and that their whole dinners and everything, all of it, they'll function. Everything they do is just that, controlling others. It's pretty weird. As much as I think I'm very close with my mom, and she did a great job. You know, she educated me. I was homeschooled by my mother and my father, so I was pretty close with them. At some point, that even is like the way in which you educate someone could potentially be a way of control. But they did it. My parents did a really good job in keeping me open.
Hmm. No, that's awesome.
But yeah, I think we will just do Wednesdays from 9 to 10, just a quick little hour of Wyatt radio or whatever we want to call it. Tut, are you a big film person?
I am.
Really? Pat, he's really into films too. He's like, his favorite thing is basically to watch movies with other people and kind of dissect them. What's some of your favorite films?
Favorite films? Oh shoot. You ever heard of The Quest?
The Quest? No, let me check it out. I'm gonna pull up
It's
YouTube
an
right
old
now.
movie
What
from
is it about?
1980s.
I love those type of movies. The Quest.
It's a little kid from E.T. Remember him?
Kinda, yeah. Is it a real life movie? A man's search for soul leads him to the ultimate journey.
Dog
1996.
Journeys?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Van Damme.
I might have to link it to get the right movie, but because there's probably multiple The Quest movies.
Oh, it's like a kid here. I see it. I think 1985.
Yeah, based
Australian
in Australia.
family. Yeah, adventure.
Yes, yes.
Dude, I'm about to watch this, bro. This looks crazy. It has that old grandpa that's funny. I think he's in
Yeah.
a couple things that I like. He was like a big comedian, right? In the old time.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. I'm telling you, the movie is so underrated.
I'll have to watch that with Pat when he comes back, or watch it by myself. I'm gonna put it in the
Bro. I'm telling you,
general chat if anybody wants to watch.
it's probably cheesy to a lot of people.
No, man, that's the best. I like old, but my favorite movie of all time, Sandlot, bro. It has every single thing of a movie you could want.
Fucking amazing movie, dude.
Yeah, there's no way you can top it, in my opinion. It's like
Great movie.
Soundtrack's amazing. It's lighthearted. You can watch it so many times.
Yo.
What other movies are you into?
Recently or just in general?
In general, yeah, just general.
I don't know. I just love sci-fi.
Me too, dude. I'm really into the sci-fi stuff. Have you seen all of the show, The Foundation? It's kind of hard to watch, like, because it's pretty intense. It's like on Apple, and it's like based on the book The Foundation, which is like the biggest sci-fi book ever. And it's pretty crazy, bro. That, like, the king of the whole universe is basically 3 clones of himself in different time periods of himself. It's like a kid version, adolescent version, and adult version. And he's just been switching bodies, like the old one will grow up, and then they kill him, and then they start a new baby version. And he's just been running the whole universe, like the whole galaxy, forever. And this mathematician starts to figure out the whole world is basically about to just be done. Like, everyone's going to die. And so he proves the math to this emperor guy, and he's like, there's no way that this is going to happen. And banishes them to like the edge of the whole galaxy to make this foundation. If the world, does it completely basically die and like all of the knowledge of everything will be gone, at least we'll have this kind of like Ark of the Covenant foundation. And it's really
What's
good.
it called?
It's called The Foundation, and you can find it on streaming. I'm sure if you look around on the computer, you can find it. If you don't have Apple Plus or whatever. But dude,
got
it's totally worth it, man. It's like you got to watch it
That's the next
slowly
one.
though. There's 2 whole seasons of it.
That's the next watch right there, brother.
Yeah. Other one I really like is Westworld, of course, season 2, Westworld. They even took that one. I think they took it down off of HBO because it was so relatable to what's happening now with all this AI and everything. Because season 2 is like that supercomputer that basically just knows everybody's next step and programs like who they're going to marry and everything. We're so close to that, which is pretty weird.
Yeah, it's getting crazy, man.
Which gets back to the whole topic of tonight, which is worrying. And I can't worry about that stuff. I can't worry about encrypted whatever, not getting the new phone or radiation from, Wi-Fi or whatever it is.
Radiation from Wi-Fi.
Yep.
I wouldn't worry about that too much, man. I'd worry about other things.
I know there's so much to be worried about, huh?
Yeah, a lot more than radiation from Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Gabriel Ramos says points to the game. How do I help? By saying I'm angry. I need to stop talking to mods on Discord. I don't know, dude. This guy, real talk, he's not having a good night.
Dude, stay off of fucking Discord if it's bothering you. Stay off of any social media if it's bothering you.
Right. I don't think he can even hear us because he's just chatting away with the mods in there on YouTube.
Well, social media is not good for you.
I know we had this sign. Pat had this sign because a lot of this equipment was over at Graceland in the editing room over there, and I remember thinking all these cool guys that were like sober when I was there because this was 3 years ago. But when I was living there, there's all these cool California people that were like editing and hanging out, working for Pat down there, and they weren't like a part of the house or anything. And they have this sign over there that says like social media is dangerous from your health, and it looks like the smoking sign. And I was like, wow, these guys are like, they know how bad it is, but they're still trying to make a difference. And I thought that was pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So
it
what?
Can definitely make a difference. It's just how you use it is the whole thing.
Yeah. Are you on the platform Twitter, X, whatever? I've been trying to build up my account, my personal account on there, and it's like that place is like the Wild West, bro. I don't even know how people really get followers or like engagement or anything on there. It's like,
well, nowadays you just have to buy a star, and then traffic will come running to you.
Sheesh. Yeah. That's pretty
weird. Got to
weird.
spend some money.
Yeah.
And you get a little star by your name, and then guess what?
Oh yeah.
The algorithm, the traffic, everyone coming to you.
Yeah. Pay per play, or like pay to play. Yeah.
That's what Twitter is now.
Really?
Just spend your money.
Wow. What do you think's next?
From what I've seen.
In terms of technology and the social media stuff, because it's got to get to like a peaking point here, because we're seeing all these different kind of branching out things. I noticed, Pat went to TikTok headquarters and they were speaking. Basically, the TikTok has like a Discord function now where you can have like all these people on there live, and like they can talk with everyone. It's like a grid, you know? And I'm just
Yeah.
like, where is this headed? And it looks to me a lot of these functionalities and a lot of even the tech that's coming out, it's making people like more comfortable and more how do I explain this? Like they're making it very easy to make your digitalization of yourself, streaming, whatever it is, audio, video, all this stuff, as close as they can to reality. And like that kind of freaks me out because we had a lockdown and that a lot of people, including myself, kind of had to scramble to like I wanted to make music on my Instagram, you know, and like show people how like what I was doing because I was isolated during that whole time of lockdown. And it's like I can kind of see all this tech that's coming out and apps and everything. It looks like that's what it would happen again. Like they're getting ready for something like that. The way that they're making these networks and making these different things.
So I don't understand the question.
I guess the question is, what do you think this next frontier of social media is going to look like?
Oh, it's going to be horrid.
Ready Player One, full on VR, pretty much, right?
I mean, almost. It's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of AI, full of AI.
Yeah, dude, I
gonna be
keep
a lot
seeing like
of
all these videos of people
VR.
like where they can just change their whole face into whatever they want when they're streaming now.
Yeah, literally, someone could take my face right now and throw it on whatever the fuck they wanted.
Dude, that's so crazy.
It's just a scary environment to live in nowadays, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, it's a worrisome environment for sure. All we can do is just kind of like what that chapter said, is just give it up to God and help other people. That's it.
Yeah, I just hope God and the other people actually help.
Yeah. It is a worry.
Scary place we live in nowadays.
Yeah, well, at least you're in the middle of kind of like, are you in the city or are you out in the country? Or in the.
I'll say I'm in the Quad Cities.
Okay. Vox Machina is into Battlestar Galactica. I like that one too. Real Talk is tripping. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, wow. That's probably why you're depressed. She said she spent the last couple of days talking to an AI chatbot. They're all going to mess with your emotions, dude. They're literally doing that. Like, even though they seem like they're nice and like whatever, have you never seen the movie Her? Yeah.
That's my entire last point, bro.
Yeah. Well, that girl just
when you're
said
on social media, you're not talking to real people half the time.
Yeah. Have you guys ever researched what's it called? Where it's like it's a theory where that basically all the internet posts and everything is just AIs and like chatbots, and like only 10% of the internet you're seeing is actual content of like creators. It's pretty interesting concept. It's like dead.
It's like literally happening right now.
It's like dead internet theory or something.
In 10 years from now, the internet will be an entire different entity.
Well, hopefully
any of us
there'll be like a separate infrastructure, because I mean, from all the white papers that I've read, this Web 3.0 is like literally like a blockchain attached to every single thing you post. Every single thing that you ever download is attached to a specific blockchain number attached to you as like a user. And that does not sound like decentralized to me. That sounds like the opposite of centralized.
It sounds like they're exploiting your data for money.
Yeah.
And using that money to make AI even better, 10 times better than any of us even can understand.
Yeah.
And we could be talking to someone who we think is completely real and is not.
Right.
And that's what scares me. I like to talk. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, I get you,
I'm
man.
scared
You
for
know,
the
what's crazy is
I'm
like there's
scared for the
people on
future
YouTube
is
right
my
now.
whole
They're
thing.
like saying like, "Oh, I'm not a bot. Get off the pot." Like, dude, I'm just saying theoretically. Like, I'm not even tripping. I mean, you should be tripping, but I'm not. Poppy a Poppy 4 PA says AI is the devil.
I mean, there's no reason to trip because there's nothing we can do about
Right.
it. But
Like, what are you gonna
it's
do?
just
Like, get a Faraday cage
the
for your whole
future.
life?
It's the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just what's
Oh,
happening.
P for puppy with the green emoji hearts. I see you. Well, we got 9 more minutes, YouTube people. If you have any questions, it's the lightning round. And we'll be back next Wednesday for an hour, and I'll go over another chapter of this book. And hopefully, Tut, you'll come back. And I really like the vibe with the sunglasses and the green and the thoughts. I feel you, man. There's a guy, Matrix.
Appreciate that, brother.
Matrix saying,
I
his
appreciate
literally his username is Matrix. He said, what did he say here? Live chat.
I actually am
What?
sensitive to light,
Yeah, me too.
so I have to wear it. Yeah, these are actually subscribed.
Me too. I have 3 pairs, bro. They
these-
always make fun of me on. They're always like, "What's up with the sunglasses?" On YouTube and TikTok every time. Like, but
Here, I'll wear these so you can see my.
I saw you earlier. Yeah, I'm saying it looks good. I like sunglasses.
I just cannot
Yeah.
look at bright lights. It gives me migraines and it fucks me up.
What? This is Wyatt. We can't be doing this to people. The Real Talk dude is going through some old. I didn't ban him. What do you mean? I didn't touch anything with the Discord or any. He wasn't banned. He just timed him out. I mean, he was kind of talking the whole time. If it was a room full of people, right? That Real Talk guy would have been talking the whole entire time. Like he wasn't letting anyone talk at all. You know, just on that fact alone. Like, I got his point. He said the mods are not being very nice, and I put that in the general chat. He said he was dealing with addictions. Well, he could have came in the Discord, and I would have talked to him. I would have put him on the stage and everything.
You gotta talk, man. It's the best way to cope.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, he only got a 60-second timeout. That's it. It was not. It was most likely YouTube itself or spam if people report him arrest. I don't know how Discord. Jack, actually, Saint Nick, could you put the link to the Discord on YouTube for this Jack guy? Why do my glass? See, they already said they're saying it again. Well, they said my glasses look OSHA approved. See what I mean? I can't win, bro. Yeah, I figured Chelsea because Matrix just joined after Real Talk left.
It's just a joke, brother.
I know. I just think it's funny.
I walk around with these all day. People are like, "Oh, you can't see your future?"
Oh wow.
I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What up, RH?
Want to wear some glasses?
Made an emoji. Own it, Wyatt. Thanks, man. You're the best, Saint Nick. I'm gonna make some Saint Nick sick shirts for Christmas. Have you met this Saint Nick guy, Tut? He's in here.
No.
He's this guy with the Santa Claus hats and the American flag in the chat. He's always in here helping edit.
Yeah, I think I've talked to him.
Yeah. Hey yo, the weirdo channel.
You won't join?
No,
Join.
he's probably working. He works as like a security guy. Viking Women Blue is at Graceland at his home tonight. You guys got 5 more minutes with me if you have any questions. CB Barrick, what up, CB? JV Joe, are they prescription glasses? Yep, they are prescription indeed. Jack, do you have JAC? Do you have an Instagram? Message me on Instagram if you have an Instagram, Wyatt M. Clark, and I will send you the link, and I'll get you hooked up with Discord and get you some help. Anybody else have any questions on YouTube? Tut, you got any questions?
I think so. I think you answered all my questions, man.
Nice.
I appreciate you, though.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate all of you talking.
Yeah.
When you have no one else to fucking talk to. Nice.
It really is. I mean, I don't know if you know the story, but I saw Pat didn't have like Graceland, or I didn't even know his YouTube really. I was just like looking up crazy stuff on the internet on YouTube, and one night he was live streaming from his actual like house where he lives in his backyard, these meetings that he was doing called Sermon on the Mount, which is that book by Emmett Fox. And that's how I found him like 3 years ago. Now I'm I work for him and live down the block and everything. But exactly what you said, it's like he gave a safe place for people to talk and share and understand things. So I think that's important.
I agree. 150%.
All right, we got 2 more minutes. Any more questions?
Is there going to be any more like talking after this, or is Discord done?
You can go in the lounge. I'm just not gonna be up here anymore, and I'm gonna shut this question and answer down. But you can go in the lounge, Tut, and I'm sure some people will go over there. Hi, Ann. Any more questions? We got 1 more minute. 1 question on YouTube.
1 minute.
1 minute.
Where is Pat? You said
he's on vacation in Hawaii. Oh, how's my day? Number 8. It was pretty much an 8. I'm building this really cool shelf, and I almost got it done. After this, I'm gonna shut the YouTube down, guys, and I'm gonna probably wind down and do a meditation and go to sleep. Maybe draw for a little. And St. Nick says, we are always on Discord, willing to talk in the lounge. We have love for all of you all. And with that, I will call this a meeting of Wyatt Radio and Tut as my guest. Signing out. See you guys later. Thank you, St. Nick. Good night, Heather. Glad you found Sermon on the Mount as well. And I will check in with you guys maybe definitely on Friday for the meeting. Good night, Matrix. Good night, Viking Woman. Good night, everyone. I'm going to take the duct tape off to hit the end button.